rock hard.
Really difficult.
Rock hard. Like, the only place I've found where we can genuinely kind of get regular shows and kind of make people happy with what we do is this kind of slightly punky, more alternative scene at the Fulford Arms. They kind of took us in quite early, and we kind of as soon as we kind of started wanting to play shows, started going to shows there, and kind of realised that this is something we want to be about. But then we kind of ended up on, like, in the first year of playing live, we ended up on a few more indie-based bills, and we just stuck out like a sore thumb, and it just didn't work.
Yeah, it's that was kind of a common joke really for like the sort of the first year of us gigging really, is that we'd either be like the heaviest band on a bill, or we'd be the least heavy. We were kind of always sort of straddling that fence, I guess. I think that York has been easier to do than Leeds. I don't know if that's just because I'm looking back in hindsight, but like we've been in Leeds since September, and I feel like we've not got anywhere in Leeds. I feel like we've played a couple of shows, and they've gone quite well, and they've been quite good for us. That one at Aiga, and obviously O2 Academy was pretty cool. So but it kind of feels like back home in York, it's like you play a show and you kind of know where that show's going to get you, and that's going to lead to this and this. And whereas Leeds, it's like you play a show, you do a really good job, you get lots of positive feedback, and then it's like, well, now what?
I think that's now just because to go play another show.
Yeah, I think that's just because Leeds is so much bigger. I think. York music scene's very kind of tight knit, and there's only probably 4 or 5 main promoters that sort of operate
mainly, and even then.
Yeah, and even then, a couple of them are sort of out of town that sort of bring touring bands. But generally, if you we're quite lucky. We seemed a couple of those promoters have kind of sort of taken us in, especially sort of Dan and the guys at Fulford. And generally, if you do all right by them, they'll do all right by you. So it's kind of like, I guess it kind of teaches you to be quite humble, really. Because if you get too big, if you become too much of an arsehole, then they'll just they'll stop booking you for shows. So it's we owe a lot to those guys.